Okay, it finally stopped raining here. Been raining for about 4 days straight, with temperatures in the 40s at night and barely getting into the 50s during the day. This is a cruise bike I've been telling you about. This is what it looks like up front. It is front wheel drive, and the crank is right up front. When you see this coming at you on a bike path or something, you know, especially if you're riding someplace where people aren't paying attention always and not always keeping right, when they see this coming at them, they immediately sober up, I've found. You got all that working hardware pointing right out in front of you, and plus your legs are on there and you're churning. That's the engine right there. It's all very compact, all very much up front. That's where the weight is, but that's where the traction is also. You'll notice that I've got a heavier tire on there than what comes with it. I put on some 2-inch tires down in Hilton Head. I got this rim for no particular reason other than a friend of mine, Phil, gave it to me. And that was after I fell on a pine cone in Hilton Head using the 100-pound pressure tires that come stock. I solved the back rack problem with a simple old Gary Fisher. Actually, it's a fanny pack, but it's got a loop there that you can carry. I found if you you find one like that and you hang it like that with the waist belt going around the inside, then you put your seat over the top of it. And these are the seats. But anyhow, this pretty much solved the packing problem for me. And then this opens up, you know, I got plenty of storage. Sometimes I put a little piece of tape up at the top just to make sure that that didn't jump off when I'm going over bumps or catching a little bit of air. This is what the seat looks like without the padding on. There's a configuration of different positions for the seat. And even on the plate that's underneath this plate, this is this actual seat itself, there's another plate underneath it, and that has several different positions on the tube. There isn't a whole lot of guidance on that. That comes with the directions. I ended up in this configuration. At first I found out it was a little bit easier to ride the more upright I was. Anyway, another little thing that you'll notice is as soon as you mount this pony, you'll see that there are a couple riding tips and safety tips. Roll, steer, pedal, and relax. And I'd have to say that relax is probably the hardest thing for most people to do when they first try riding it. But once you get it, you'll never go back. I was able to get it on this rack, but it took me a little while to figure it out. I have to put it on. I found out that I had to put it on the position furthest from the trunk in order to get it on, because I have to sort of put it catty corner across the track itself, and then get this. But once it's on, and this is secured like this would normally go on the front of your front tire. But if you put it in between the triangle and catch the front tire there, it rides just like a regular bike with no real problems. You don't really need anything extra. Sometimes I'll put maybe a short bungee just right here, just to keep the cranks from sticking out. So when I'm driving, they're not out that way further or you know, it's sort of centered anyway. Yeah, the seats, they are Velcroed. If you Velcro that on right over that backpack or that fanny pack, that holds that right into place. Sometimes I put an additional, I can get a helmet in there actually sometimes, and I put my valuables in there too. Sometimes in the helmet when I ride the beaches. And the seat pad also, they're all washable. You don't need to, don't want to get them too wet though. Even if you're squirting the bike off, pull them off, you know, if you're trying to get the sand off it or something. And for sure, be sure to take them off before you take off if you got them in your bike rack. Mine didn't actually rip away because I stopped and took them off, but they could easily. But that's it in a nutshell. I enjoy writing this little blog, but sometimes I need to get some fresh air, and so this was a chance to do it. That's the Cruzbike, and we are Marley Bike.